What is going on, everybody? Back on it. Berserk chapters 123, 124. This is Friday's upload. You guys know the deal. Light goal 150, extra bonus chapter Sunday. We know the deal by now. Last couple chapters were interesting. I thought the most interesting part of the double header that we did was what you're seeing right here. The ability for people to see or not see the demonic creatures, or even not demonic, like Puck, for example. And I kind of hinted it, and some people had brought it up in the comments. Is it more of a belief thing? If you believe in like one firm type of religion or god or some type of figure, can your conscious, like, you might not even perceive the a Puck or something like that. But I feel like if you believe in an all-righteous, like, good, you must also believe that there's opposing forces, correct? So, like, right now, I don't know if this guy is actually seeing these demons fly over his head, or if he just senses something. Same with the girl, though. Can't remember if she was knocked unconscious or not, but Puck was, like, physically touching her, and she was physically moving. So does she just not think that's anything right there, or... I'm not quite sure. And then again, can she see the... If you can't see the demonic forces, I'm guessing you can still be harmed by them. I don't think it's like a get out of jail free card type thing. Still waiting to see how this plays out. I was hoping that they could maybe, whatever this group is, this Iron Chain Knights, this Holy See, etc. Might be a way for Guts to just get some backup on this pretty much like dead end journey he's going on. Might be a little hard to convince people to help or understand you now that you've taken one of their higher ranking people captive. We'll see. Go ahead and get it going. Guys should be able to see the cursor here. Good. Recording. Alright, let's go ahead and go. Conviction Arc, Binding Chain Chapters, Night of Miracles. He definitely knows. I don't think he actually physically sees it. I think he, like, just when you feel somebody's hovering over you type thing. Huh. What was it? Yeah, what was that? Doesn't perceive them. What's that supposed to mean? Like she doesn't even hear Puck speaking. How should I explain it? For instance, when humans notice something, it stays in their memory. But if something they don't care about, they don't remember, do they? Sometimes people don't notice an elf right in front of them since it doesn't capture their attention. You can't even go. What do you mean capture their... I feel like it would capture their attention if I saw... if I had the ability to see it. I don't know. Why though? Don't know. It doesn't make much sense to me. For some reason, lots of priests are... Okay. He had a... I think it's more we put it up to the definition of, like, priest, what you believe, as opposed to, like, capture their attention. Not so much in rural chapels, but when I go into big cathedrals, I'm not seeing too much. Why does he keep mumbling to... Oh, wow. And like in big cities, the old fortune teller lady from the entertainer troupe said, what was it? Oh yeah, those who cling to the rigid world don't perceive elves, I think. Rigid world? Even so, being ignored peeves me. Time for some fun. I was about to say, clearly you've got to feel these things happening to you. Quit that. Guts, I know. Yeah, I feel it. Here they come. So, how does one instantly change that perception? It's kind of like a Death Note thing. Like, you can't see the god of death, Shinigami, unless you touch the book, and then all of a sudden, boom, you can see it. For people like her, you know, the priest and everything Puck was commenting on, what is that boom moment, that touching the Death Note moment that pulls the veil off your eyes for you to see it? Do you have to, like, denounce? I don't know. And why would I denounce? What are you showing me? Because, like, she's just going to see Guts swinging a sword, right? But not add anything? Uh, like, she's gonna think he's absolutely crazy. He's talking to himself, swinging a sword all around and shit. Will I last till morning? What? It's too dark to see. What's going on? Does she... I don't know if she sees it. Is it just a feeling of death, or does she actually see that? I don't know, because I can't tell right here. She's looking at him dead in the face, but is that a question mark moment of like, what is that I'm looking at, or it's a question mark moment of like, what is actually happening? Uh-oh. Keep your eyes open, watch. You won't see this praying to idols. God's putting on a show for us, a miracle on earth. So she does see? I don't know. Ah, crap, if I keep swinging like this, the horse won't be able to take it. Yeah. They struggle and you'll fall off. Oh, and that's exactly what happened. No, they both fell off. Dang, horse got a little, bumpy ride there. Oh, was that a cliff? We just pulled... Oh, jeez. Why? I told you, I've got questions. I can't have you busting your head on a rock. Questions. You're going to tell me why you people follow me around. In your dreams, I've got nothing to say to an apostate like you. Uh-oh. Are these just a wild pack of dogs? Well, if you got nothing to say, I guess I could just let these dogs take you out then, huh? I mean, I'm sure you guys will let me know, and maybe we'll find out. Is it implied that she sees this? I can't really tell. He's over here making comments like keep your eyes open and stuff. Not sure. Wild dogs, I don't have the time to mess with them right now. Want me to talk to them? Well, I'm gonna put down some... Oh wow, and the demons are pulling down the dog, latching onto some type of life. Oh, that's great. Not only do we have demons chasing us, wild dogs chasing us, now we've got one and the same. This is perfect. Now, is this something that these demons can only maintain at nighttime? If Guts doesn't kill some of these dogs that have been taken over, will they revert back once the sun comes up? Like the demons will leave that? Like, could they take over a human, but if once the sun comes up, do they then have to exit? Or... Take that back. Sacrifice the other two. No way. Something like this can't happen. That's why it's called a miracle. Well, sorry animal lovers, I gotta put these dogs down. Flesh give flesh. Now she must see that though. The demonic representation being expressed through the dog though. Does she? I don't know. I want to take it as she sees it now. Because the no way something like this, I'm gonna say she is. But what was it that triggered that? Making physical contact with it, but she made physical contact with Puck and didn't see. I don't know. I'm sure we'll get an explanation. Why shy away at the good part? If you're so spiritual, you could at least give me one of those lines, like "Dear God." He's really rubbing that shit in, huh? I've had my fill of miracles, enough to make me puke. And this is got to be kind of earth-shattering for her because of how much she seems to be devoted to all this. And it's like with anything, if you're so hard fast in belief in anything, not just religion, just anything in life, and you've given, and not as like a kid, you know, kids believe things, grow out of things, XYZ, but someone in their late teens, 20s, into life, and you hard fast believe something, and you're not just completely crazy that you won't even look at something opposite, but if it's put in your face, that's showing you like, hey, what you thought is like not a thing. You can't compute that. It's going to be very it's going to be very jolting. I don't understand. I can't process anything. Only that I'm filled with fear. Not even words of prayer come to mind. This is a pretty great shot. This is one of the better double panel shots we've had in all of the 120 plus chapters. It's up there. But we're running on fumes, by the way. Oh shit. He chopped the dog head off and you can see the demon head hanging out. Must escape from here, from this nightmare. God, the horse is gonna get taken over too now. If I can ride that, I'm saved. I order you, allow me to mount you, then run quickly. Oh God. That just looks like a bad mutation all around. Help. I mount the woman. This looks pretty bad. The horse looks just so deformed in the face. Were we really going for like a, we really weren't going with like a horse rape scene right here, were we? And this is going to be triggering guts, Casca, PTSD, rape flashbacks. Yep. We were really going for that. Good shit. Like, what? Yeah, that's going to be pretty scarring for him. Yeah, that's going to be trigger. Okay, we were running on fumes. We're still running on fumes, but we got a little motivation going. We haven't seen that type of... That's a pretty dope shot of Griffith there. Yeah, I gotta get rid of that horse real quick. Because it wasn't even like... Because all the other demonic, these like lower level spirits, we've seen the apostles and what they were trying to do. You know, they were all about that, like taking advantage of physically of Casca and stuff. All these other demonic things has just been like sacrifice, gotta get my sacrifice, human, life. I don't know if this was just written in specifically to have that Casca or Griffith rape parallel, but have we ever seen one of the demonics come in with like I must mount or terms anything related to that? Eeks. Well, here we go again, guys. New arc, new younger female counterpart. Another one we've scarred. Charlotte, Teresa, Jill, Farnese is next on the list. Yeah, that's gonna be rage-filled. Hey, if you don't want to die, quit wandering around. Alright, yeah, he's opened his wounds again, fighting so recklessly. But there's an unstoppable, terrible rage swirling inside Guts more so than usual. Why? We had it. I totally forgot. Puck wasn't there for that. Does Puck know any of that information? Like any Casca, what happened to her, what happened to... Does Puck know anything pre the moment she ran into Guts? Because Puck was not there when we initially got the sword and left Ricker and Casca, the old man and the girl. We hadn't run into Puck yet, I don't think. So Puck knows nothing of our history other than the brand and demons chasing us, but he doesn't know the who, what, when, where, why. I just now realize. I mean, I know Puck wasn't there when we were fighting in Midland doing all that stuff, but for some reason I assumed. What was that? Bro, where the hell did all the... I won't bother to shield my wounds. I don't care if my arm's torn off. Uh-oh. That old demon within him took over. Now we look like the bad guy. Thanks to you all's stupid tricks. This vivid sentiment. Oh my god, the horse getting up and sprouting a demonic face behind. Remembered after so long. This feeling that started it all, yeah. This is a great, a great intro for Farnese to see of us here. This is like, in this moment here, this is, I would say our mental, we've raged, we've berserked against the Count and other things before like that. Against Rosine and all that type of stuff. But this is a deep mental corridor inside of a castle, buried underneath the ground, locked away at the bottom of the ocean in a key mental thing that we've put away. And we haven't, nothing's come close to what he felt during that eclipse moment that I've seen him. He's raged hard enough to put out power, but this is a different like darkness that eats away at him. And he hasn't been triggered like this since then. So you're seeing us at our absolute mental worst or best. So, thank you. It's the worst I ever feel. You'll all keep dying until the day breaks. Yeah. Is this daybreak? Yeah. Yeah, that's a lot to deal with. Somehow, as he sat beneath the brightening sky, panting like a beast, splattered with the blood of his prey, the image touched me. Oh God. No, she's sitting there like Datara, thinking this is art. It was both solemn and beautiful, almost like a painting adorning a Basilissa. I merely sought to escape, shivering in fear. Not once could I call upon my Lord. I avow myself a woman of God, but not even the name I've invoked a countless thousand times. Yeah. Yeah. And it's very wild. It's a very wild thing to try to hold on to. Like she says here. And so when you have something like this happen to you, not once could I call upon my Lord. How do you, of someone of her beliefs, and this could be any, but like in real life, if you're faced with a moment so dark as this, and you felt like not even your religion or your belief would be something that could save you, or something that you could put your mind to that might give you faith that like it's gonna be okay, this is why I believe, because blank 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 XYZ, yada yada yada, whatever you choose to, or in her case believe in. And she straight up says, I couldn't even call upon my Lord. The name I've invoked a countless thousand times. How do you then, someone as, like she says, a woman of God, whatever you want to label her as, how do you then go forward with those same beliefs? If, because I'm sure she believed, you know, whatever my darkest moment is, whatever I'll face going forward, I know that I'll have the Lord or God there, like I'll always have that faith. And then you reach your darkest point, and you didn't even feel like calling upon it would save you. How do you then go forward with your same mindset prior? Because you just, that was it, that was your moment. And you didn't believe, or you feel like you couldn't. Interesting. I'm going to assume that she fully sees now, correct? Like whether it's inside the horses, outside of the horse, inside the dog, outside the dogs. I almost kind of feel like, well, it was in the last chapter that she fully saw, correct? I don't know, you guys will fill me in on that. Well, I would love to use this as the thumbnail, but you know that ain't gonna rock. Where's that? This was one of the better shots we've had in a lot of time. Yeah, but that's wild to think of, like, how, I mean, Puck's been there for some. Has Puck been there every post-eclipse apostle? Not the first one, the one that turned into the snake. I don't think Puck was there for that one. I think Puck caught us at the back end of that one, no? Regardless, Puck has been there for a lot of demonic stuff post-eclipse. And I'm guessing to this point, Puck has never got an explanation on, like, why I have this. I'm guessing maybe Puck has never poked around, because maybe I keep saying she. Maybe Puck has tried to, but Guts just doesn't entertain it. So what can you do if he doesn't give me anything? How can I keep asking? You know. But that's wild to think that. And Puck has seen us rage and be like the demon, the dark side. You know how they keep showing him as more demonic than some of the demons they run? Like, Puck has seen multiples of that all the time. He's flipped that switch in front of him a lot. Puck has never seen this. And I don't know if this looks any different to Puck, because this is just Guts raging, doing what he has to do. But we, as a viewer, have not seen him mentally think of that such graphic vividness since that moment, or since he's at least left Casca. So again, I don't know why because we've never seen one of just the lower level spirit demons do anything like that, as far as like, oh, I'm gonna sexually mount or take this person, this human. They've just always been sacrifice, human blood, sacrifice. The horse just and again, I don't know if that was just put there for it was a perfect chance to write parallels there, or who knows. But it was kind of like a damn, he hasn't used that since the last time he had to use it, and that was the darkest day of his life that he's had to use that type of rage. So yeah, I'm going to assume she's full on like seeing demons and all that type of shit now. But I am curious, why didn't the demons go for the boy? Because that's what it was looking like when we ended 122. You know, he was riding him down. Looked like he would even shoot Guts in the back there if he got close enough. The demons looked like they were coming up on him, but it almost looks like they over-prioritized the sacrifice mark over that. I wonder why that is. You think it could have been a real quick thing to just... But again, that's a thing. Like, if you don't believe, are they still coming after? But that's not the case, because we saw those demons like pulling at her face and stuff, so they went after her, and she's not a believer. But it's because she was so close to the sacrifice, it's like, might as well. But I don't know why they didn't just take that guy out in one go. Be a lot of interesting questions there. So again, another young girl that we've mentally shattered. Doesn't end. Teresa, Charlotte, Jill. You could put Casca in that mix as well. Now Farnese over here, I mean, I'm sure this won't be the last either, so we'll go ahead and leave it there and see how it goes. I appreciate it, everybody. Like, share, subscribe as always.